There's plenty of discussion about marriage and family going on these days. The World Meeting of Families just met in Philadelphia, with Pope Francis giving his input just last weekend. And the second phase of a special synod on the family begins this week in Rome. We'll all have to kind of sort through the insights about family and marriage that arise from these events. When we reflect upon marriage and family, we're drawn into the interchange of culture and the gospel message. Every culture throughout human history has structured norms and rules and taboos about marriage, about sexuality, about family relationships. And cultures also evolve and change over time. And that was certainly true for the people of Israel, as we can see if we look at the incoherent and often inconsistent view of marriage that we read in different parts of the Old Testament. In the gospel today, Jesus really bypasses the debate about divorce that was presented to him. Rather, Jesus, quoting the same Genesis text we heard in the first reading, goes back to the beginning. What Jesus brings to the discussion about marriage is simple. Jesus adds God to the mix. Referring to the ideal of marriage as the lifelong union of perfect partners, Jesus simply adds, what God has joined together, no human being must separate. Whatever cultural forms of marriage we deal with, we must bring God into it. Indeed, doesn't Jesus challenge us to bring God into every human relationship? Our relationship with my spouse, my family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, and even strangers? Doesn't Jesus challenge us to bring God who is faithful, whose love is eternal, who is forgiving, into how we relate to every other human person? How do my relationships reflect the faithfulness, the mercy, and the justice of God? Whether we're married, have children, or we are single or celibate, Jesus tells us today, in every relationship we have, bring God into it.